Welcome to Oilers Nation Every Day with your hosts, Tyler and Liam.
On the third day of Beltmas, the Oilers gave to me a matchup with the Buffalo Sabres. That's the best gift of all. Let's get into it with the lead. Vocals like a young Shoddy Mills. Welcome into Oilers Nation Every Day. We are live from the Sports Closet studio. Check them out online at sportscloset.ca. $25 GC to give away later on in the show. As always, we are a presentation of Bet365. Download the app today. Use the promo code NATION, whatever the moment. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Tyler and Liam with you. And listen, a matchup against the Buffalo Sabres coming in, playing the second of back-to-backs. They just got smoked last night, 7-4 by the Calgary Flames. They gave up 7 goals to the Calgary Flames, people. The Oilers should be able to roll them, but that is leading to accusations in the YouTube chat that tonight could potentially be a trap game, Liam. Or does it just look so much like a trap game that we're being trapped into thinking it's a trap game, and it's actually a trap game for the Sabres?
Do trap games exist when you're on home ice? I feel like trap games are road games only.
No,
I feel like they could especially be on home ice.
I did not label this as a trap game.
I think the reason it's a trap is because it just appears so damn obvious that you're going to win by 1 million goals that you lose. That's why it's a trap game.
But wouldn't have Seattle been a trap game after you shut them out?
Yeah, that would have been a bit of a trap game.
They smoked them.
Yep.
Or the trap game against Winnipeg when it's like, oh, they're playing a second of back-to-back, and they're also playing their backup goalie in back-to-back games.
Little bit of a trap game, yeah?
Yeah, so, no. Enough of this crap. The Edmonton Oilers, they got smoked by Buffalo earlier this season. The trap doesn't exist. Nothing's a trap. Traps don't exist. Good teams lose sometimes.
What I say is walk into your trap, take over your trap.
I don't know what that means. Speaking of traps.
Yeah, slide on. Yeah.
Have we started?
Have we started? 12:02.
This thing never starts on time.
No,
Actually,
you're just late to it all the time.
Yeah, you're just always late. Think it's a trap game tonight? Oh yeah, big trap game guy.
No, we lost 5-1 in Buffalo.
Thank you.
This is a FU to the world game. We have to belt to ass. It's still Beltmas.
Yeah, you missed my lead. I sang.
Did you?
Yeah, it says third day of Beltmas.
Okay.
That's great. The Oilers gave to me a matchup against Buffalo. It's a great Beltmas gift.
I mean, on paper, it really is.
On ice it is. On the ice it is. It will be.
Okay.
I'm more than confident.
Don't get overconfident.
I'm
Have we
not
learned?
overconfident. I'm steady.
Okay.
Hey, which one of the Sabres 3 goalies did you do a pre-scout for tonight?
I think it'll be Alex Lyon. So that's who I did a pre-scout for.
Future Oiler, Alex Lyon?
Well, I mean, if you were to ask Lindy Ruff, and you don't even need to inject some truth serum into this, I think he would just give you the answer if you asked him politely. He would probably like one of these 3 goalies to stay in Edmonton tonight. He had a media availability because they sent down Noah Ostlund, who, if you remember...
Really? He's got 2 goals against us.
Yeah,
Damn
and
it.
he's been like one of their better players, but they didn't want to have to waive anybody. And they have these 3 goalies still on their roster that they can't figure out what to do with. And Lindy Ruff in his press conference was basically like, yeah, the only bad thing about Noah Ostlund this year is that we sent him down today. And it's like, oh, shit. And Lindy Ruff was basically like, this 3 goalie thing has to come to an end.
Oh, there's no way it's Alex Lyon playing tonight.
Why not?
Because he definitely played yesterday. Oh, no.
No, he came in relief yesterday.
Came in relief and allowed... No, he might have started the game because he allowed 4 goals on 4 shots.
Oh, they got belt to ass last night.
I know.
That's always
4 shots
a worry.
against...
Can they get belt to ass? Like, their ass is already sore.
He came in relief. They must have pulled him. They must have pulled him later in the game.
Can they take another whooping, or are they going to show up and perform?
He came in relief and stopped all 4 shots he faced.
Yeah, I misread it.
Yeah.
My bad.
The Buffalo Sabres have not won an Alex Lyon start in 5 attempts.
Oh, good.
Perfect.
So if it is Alex Lyon tonight, still unconfirmed on dailyfaceoff.com. Again, like this is a Sabres team that's just an absolute mess, and we're going to talk about it a little bit early in the show and then later in the show when Colby Cohen swings by. He's our guest for today.
It's actually 7.
Really?
Start. Damn it, he must have come in relief for a couple of games.
Yeah.
He has not won a game since November 24th.
Yeah.
October 24th, sorry.
Oh.
November wouldn't have been that far away.
No. No.
That's like last week.
The Sabres are an absolute disaster. Edmonton is trending in a very, very good direction here. So, again, on home ice, Buffalo as a road team is absolutely miserable. The Sabres are 2-9-2 on the road this year, so 2 wins and 11 losses.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
Before
we go. They suck on the road until they come to Edmonton.
Liam made a good point. I will give him this. Seattle should have been a trap game. Oilers smoked them. Winnipeg should have been a trap game. Oilers smoked them. Like, those were both teams coming in, limping into Rogers Place in spots where you're like, Edmonton should have smoked these teams. And they did. So, like, I think it's more of a comment on, like, I'm not worried about the trap game thing because the Oilers have just been playing so well for the last number of games.
Get the win. Get the win.
Maybe puck line. Maybe puck line cover.
Well
you also never
did
you send your full bet?
Yeah,
I know what it is. It's McDavid 2 points, Draisaitl 2 points, puck line, right?
well, I guess here's the betting challenge,
no,
folks.
you
No,
just sent us
you
a
just sent
text.
us a screenshot that just says Leon 2 points and 2 other things.
Oh,
You
you
did-
I was doing it while I was on a meeting.
So I'm looking at this. I'm like, there's no way Leon to get 2 points is
I
plus 370.
found it. You have to dig deep to find that one.
A couple extra
They're two
pages.
specific points.
We'll do our betting.
Only passes off the forehand.
We'll do our betting talk a little bit later on
Sorry,
in the
Tyler.
show.
There
It's
is
got
a
dark behind me.
I know.
heavy conversation in the chat right
Yep.
now about your shoes.
Oh, gee. Guys, I wear Uggs every winter.
I feel like that you've been on the show with them many times.
This is not news. This is just who I am. Uggs are comfy. Get a pair. Trust me.
Look at those.
They look very comfy.
They are
My thing-
warm and comfy.
My thing would be, I think my feet would get too hot.
It's cold out there, man.
Yeah, but like right now in an office setting, are you not like sweating like crazy?
Nope. I'm cozy.
There's still a bit of room in there. They're not like that
A
snug,
little
right?
exhaust.
Yeah. There's a bit of gap there. Let the smoke
I think
get
they're
out.
fine.
Don't knock them until you try them, folks.
You're a Uggs guy. You're a Birkenstocks guy.
I'm a Berks
Let
guy.
the man
Kids, So are the
live.
kids. So are the kids.
Don't do that.
I'm actually
tough.
looking at a new kind of hipper pair of Uggs.
Really?
Is there a
This
different
is
pair?
traditional Ugg, but they've evolved.
Yeah. Someone said,
Really?
"Why are you not rocking the lows?
The
Like the low
lows?
cut Uggs?"
Yeah, so there's they've got like an interesting boot. I'm gonna go by. I did a walk by when I was at the mall the other day. I'm gonna go back and do a second look.
I went to the mall yesterday.
Which mall?
West Ed.
Ooh, how brave.
West Ed at Christmas is awesome. Like the
okay.
people, like depends where you
Okay,
go.
okay, yeah.
But like the lights, the music, Christmas decorations
yeah.
everywhere. It's fun.
You feel Christmas.
Yeah, you really do.
100%.
Don't- The people don't get me started. But if you just ignore everyone around you,
It is.
you're in a great spot.
There's a lot of people.
There is.
lot
Last
of
night
people.
wasn't too bad.
I do not miss working at the mall during Christmas.
Yeah.
My last ever shift at Jersey City was a Boxing Day shift. And it was when I was working at the radio station, but they asked me to they're like, hey, can you stay on like really casually, work once every 2 weeks? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll make a little bit of money. I like the people I work with. I worked one Boxing Day shift and I was like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
And I just left. That was my last one. I was like, take me off the schedule. There's no more. No more. It was hell.
I realized yesterday I'm a terrible Christmas shopper. I go with a plan and I know what I want to get, but I'm so indecisive if it's the right gift that I just come out with nothing.
Oh,
I went yesterday with like 6 ideas and bought one item.
So now you're going to have to go back to the
I
mall.
have to go back to the
Oh,
mall. But
jeez.
this time I'm taking my mum because she'll make the decision for
she'll
me.
ground you.
Yes.
I'm very excited for our staff Christmas party for my white elephant gift.
That's in
2 weeks.
It's in yeah.
All right.
And don't
Yeah,
say
yeah.
maybe.
I'm very excited. It's a hot button topic. It won't apply to many. No, sorry, to all, but it will apply to many. And I feel like it might be the most stolen gift this year.
All right.
Okay.
Me and
What
my
was
friend.
it? So last year wasn't it washer fluid that was just flying around?
lot.
That was
Something-
2 years ago. I bought
But there was
washer
beers.
fluid, beers, and batteries.
That was last year.
That was last year.
Oh, was it last
Yeah,
year?
it was last year.
Everyone wanted that because you need them.
It was perfect because it was
Yeah.
freezing that day too.
Yeah, it was super cool.
It was coming.
I need to start thinking about mine too. Amber has one. I'll tell you guys about it off air for like my friend's one. It's the most insane thing I've ever seen a person do. But remind me to tell you later. It's very
Okay.
funny. Anyways, back to the hockey. Oilers back in action, continuing their homestand tonight down at Rogers Place, hosting the Buffalo Sabres. We've already talked a little bit about this Sabres team. 2-9-2 on the road this year. They are squarely in the basement of the NHL's Eastern Conference, although only 4 points back of the Florida Panthers.
Who were last like a week ago.
Yeah.
It's such a silly statement when it's like, they're last. It's okay, but you go to first with one win. Like, there's nothing between everybody.
They're 8 points out of a playoff spot already.
Yeah.
And it's not even Christmas. And it's
because it's Beltmas.
Yeah. I just don't know I don't know where Buffalo goes from here.
Well, they can't go any lower, to be fair.
But like,
Currently last.
Oh, man, I feel for Sabres fans.
I do too, but
an
like,
absolute
what's the solution here? It's not like they have any, like, who are their big name prospects, Liam? Consta Hellenius, Noah Ostlund, who they just sent back down.
They just got that
Yeah,
guy.
but you say that negatively.
They sent him down. They shouldn't have sent him down.
Yeah.
They had 2 first-round picks last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Reddy Murchka
Yeah.
and I think Consta Hellenius. Hellenius, the big Finn, yeah.
The first guy you said, I can't remember his name.
Murchka.
Plays for the Seattle Thunderbirds.
Yep.
Did spend some time, I believe, in the American League with Rochester, is that team? He looks like to be a pretty promising prospect, but he only came to North America last year, like later on in the season. He's probably still a long ways away. Like, even if they were to be like, oh, we're gonna play this guy, he's what was that guy called? Bruno, remember that Raptors thing? Like, he's 3 years away from being 3 years away.
Yeah, he's 3 years.
Like, this guy's not that far away, but that's kind of how it feels. It's like they got to wait a little bit of time. But, yeah, they got other guys like Brody Zimmer's a good player as well. He's at the University of Minnesota. But I don't know how ready these guys would be to take the step. I feel like that guys are probably already in the league.
So they have a bunch of prospects that are a couple years away. Are they going to go crazy this offseason and, like, trade for a bunch of help and not? No, probably not.
Buy Tage, buy Rasmus, buy Owen Power.
Would it be silly?
The Sabres fans hate Owen Power, by the way.
I don't think he's that bad.
Apparently
I just
he's
think
super soft.
Yeah, maybe I could see that. But the expectations just being a first overall pick are obviously so much bigger than everyone else's. But I think he's a perfectly
They were
fine.
patient with Darlene. He took a few years to find his stride.
I feel like Power's just going to end up like Ekblad. Being like, oh, he was a fit, like Nuge and that kind of category.
Yeah.
It's like, they're going to be really good NHL players for a long time, but they're just not superstars.
Like Eric Johnson, right?
Yeah,
Eric
sure.
Johnson was always like a really good NHL defenseman.
Yeah.
But he was never, actually, he might have made like an Olympic team or something like that. But like, he was never in the Norris conversation or anything like that, but like just a good player. I look at this and I go, okay, let's say they do, the smart thing to do is probably trade Alex Tuck at the deadline, right? Because you're going to get a first round pick and a prospect for him. You'll get like a Brock Nelson level return for the guy. And then if you're sitting there being like, yeah, a lot of these good prospects we have are a couple years away and, you know, we're picking 6th again, they just seem to really lack direction. They're going to trade Kevin Adams, so then you're going to bring in a new guy, and the fan base is going to be frustrated because it's year 15 of the non-playoff streak, and you're going to be looking at a 28-year-old Tage Thompson, a 25-year-old Rasmus Dahlin, and be like, hey, can you guys wait a couple more years?
They can't retool on the fly. There's no retooling on the fly. They need to rebuild the foundation.
So then you're trading Dahlin, you're trading Thompson, and you're accepting that you're 6 years away from doing this thing the right way again? Like, how can you let a playoff streak go to 20 years?
I know that, but like they've been trying to fix that, and they're failing the fix, so they just have to go back to square one.
I just feel like they've got to stop panicking. In the sense of, they've done a lot of silly things over the years. The biggest
And that's
one,
the thing. The moves they do are silly.
they're silly. Josh Norris for Dylan Cousins, as much as like maybe Dylan Cousins wasn't working out, Josh Norris never plays. He never plays for Buffalo, and now he's signed until 2030. So I would honestly, it's going to sound silly, but like, is it worth kind of sitting on your hands a little bit and being like, okay, we're going to trust that we'll get rid of Tuck because he's got value right now, but we're going to trust that Thompson, Dahlin, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, whoever else are like kind of this young core are going to be the ones that take it over for us and kind of go with the Montreal Canadiens approach of things. I know they're much further down the line, but let's just live in it now. Like, we can't replace the last 14 years.
How much? Like, I guess Darlene has like 6 years left in his deal.
Yeah,
2032.
Okay.
So this is year 1 of an 8-year extension.
Okay. And then what did Tage sign? He signed like a 5-year deal or a 7-year deal?
He's
7-year
got-
deal.
He's got
2030.
4 more years at 7.1
That's
mil.
the thing. These guys are locked in.
I know they're locked
Yeah.
in, but can Buffalo get it on the rails in that time?
I think those are good building blocks. I just think they've
Oh,
built
for
poorly.
sure.
They've built poorly around them.
I know, but the thing is it's going to take 3 to 4 years to build that up.
Yeah.
And hopefully you built it right. And if you didn't, like those guys are gone.
Yeah, they definitely are. I really don't know what the answer is because you can fire Kevin Adams, but you're just going to ask the next guy to basically do what he's been trying to do, but do a better job of it, obviously.
Well, they have Yarmo sitting in the organization already.
How good is he?
Not that good, but but here's what Yarmo would do in Columbus. They were never cup contenders, but he would get Columbus to the playoffs.
Yeah, he would.
Right? He would find these kind of periphery pieces and give them just enough juice to get into the postseason. And like that, you could argue that's been Buffalo's problem.
Yeah, they can't get close. Never mind.
Well, like
in.
they can't get that middle tier of player. It's like, okay, they always have a couple of like younger, exciting-ish players, and they always have the Tage Thompsons and the, Rasmus Dahlin's. Like they got some star power there, but there's just nothing else around them. And maybe part of it is like, they traded JJ Peterka to Utah. Okay, they got Josh Doan back. Like that's actually working out for them a little bit. They almost have the exact same numbers this year. I know Kesselring's been hurt. He was the other big part of that deal. And I think, did they get a pick in that trade too?
Maybe a mid-round pick.
Oh no, I don't think they did. Anyways, they seem to have found like a guy in Josh Doan who's like, all right, that's like a good top 6 player who you can put in there. And as a sport piece, sucks you to give up Peterka for him, but still.
Yeah, they got to build in their middle of the pack here.
Yeah.
Like their middle ice guys.
It's just amazing because if you look at the last like 7 or 8 years of that org and who's gone out the door,
Oh yeah,
Right. They've all won Stanley Cups.
O'Reilly.
this goes back to the silliness. Like,
Yeah.
what are they doing?
but
They had the piece.
But
Yeah,
that's
they
not
had all
really
the
like. It's not like Buffalo is like, God, we can't wait to get rid of Ryan O'Reilly. Like Ryan O'Reilly was like, I don't want to play here. We suck. And Sam Reinhart was kind of like, yeah, I don't want to play here either. So they had to trade him, right?
But Jack Eichel, they just refused to give him the surgery he needed.
Yeah,
Imagine if
that's-
they had kept him.
Yeah, Jack Eichel pretty good. Like again, there's a world where right now they have Tage Thompson, Jack Eichel, Sam Reinhart, Jeff
Skinner.
and probably JJ Peterka at that point.
When did Eichel leave before or after Sam Reinhart?
Before,
Okay, so there's your trickle effect.
yeah.
You just get that done with Eichel, and then maybe everyone stays. Maybe one guy leaves, but either way, it's probably where it all began.
We'll keep talking about the game tonight. And again, I said we'll talk about this more with Colby in a little bit. But Ravina dropped in a $140 super chat. For Ben, have you figured out the YouTube issue with donations from Ravina? No, actually, we haven't. We need to sort that out because there's a way YouTube takes 30% of super chats. But if you can get to YouTube and say, no, we're doing it for charity, they'll give you the money back.
Oh, okay.
So we need to sort that out to give more money to the Ben Stelter Foundation.
Thank you for letting me know. We'll get that sorted.
Anyways, thank you, Ravina, for dropping in the super chat there. A couple of things quickly on the Sabres tonight, then we'll talk more about the Edmonton Oilers. Who did they start last night? Was it UPL?
Yeah.
So, again, UPL's been their best goalie of the bunch. If they go with Alex Lyon tonight, he only started twice in all of November. They, of course, could also go with Colton Ellis, who is the third goalie on their roster. He played against the Edmonton Oilers in November and played really, really well. If you can think back to that game, he stopped 32 of 33. That was on November 17th. He's played 3 times since then, allowing 5 or more goals in 2 of those 3 games.
Oof. Everything's just shaping up for a stellar performance from the Buffalo Sabres tonight, isn't it?
I do think the Oilers are going to get a goalie from them at some point. I think it'll be Lyon.
You
Do you want him? No, now I'm offline. I was online, now I'm off.
But I wonder if it's just because he's not playing consistently.
33 years old, though, with another year on the deal.
But it's $1.5 million.
Yeah, you're basically accepting he's your backup next year then, no matter what, which is fine.
Yeah. Is he better than Pickard?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you upgraded.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's the reason the Oilers don't have 2 Stanley Cups right now.
Alex Lyon?
Yeah.
Because of that one year he randomly got Florida into the playoffs?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That
like,
was stupid.
again, everyone talks about like Bobrovsky, all this. goaltending is such voodoo. The year they won their first Stanley Cup, like Bobrovsky.
Didn't start the playoffs.
Yeah, they were.
Sorry, when they went to the cup final.
Yeah,
Didn't start
sorry,
the playoffs. Yeah,
that was the year. It's crazy.
It's stupid.
They send down Noah Ostlund, and then last night Jason Zucker got hurt. But there's that rule now where if you send a guy down, he has to play a game in the American League. I don't know if there's a way for them. I haven't heard anything today that you can do it on an emergency basis. But it seems like they might be a little shorthanded tonight with Zucker out of the lineup and Ostlund having to presumably play an American League game.
Is Jack Quinn playing? Because he's on the roster here, but then I don't know if he's in or not.
Is he DFO does have him playing on the third line with Ryan McLeod.
But then he has no season stats.
Oh, that's just an error.
McLeod
I
revenge
wasn't
goal.
sure if I meant he was out. Savoy revenge goal.
Savoy McLeod parlayed. The Oilers have won 3 of their last 4 games at Rogers Place against the Sabres. Last January, they won 3-2. Nuge scored twice, and Stuart Skinner had to make 39 saves.
Jesus.
Once again,
I don't remember that game at all.
we like to come down.
No, I don't remember that one either.
Remember last year when
39
we'd keep
saves.
track of our most forgettable games of the year?
That's number
That
one
Buffalo
right
game's
now.
got to be number
How do
one.
you, how do you even remember the game?
You just go through the
Oh,
schedule.
you're like, geez, that's not even
Don't
on my
remember
mental
that one.
radar.
Yeah.
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 Who are the candidates so far this year, Liam? Who are the most forgettable wins for the Oilers this year?
Forgettable wins?
Yeah, we're just doing wins.
My goodness. There's not been enough wins, I don't think, to make him forgettable.
The 3-2 overtime win against Chicago.
Oh, well, no one remembers that because the Blue Jays.
Yeah, because it's the Jays game, but that one's pretty well wiped from my memory. The 4-3 win over Carolina in OT is one that I'm what
the
happened?
Philly 2-1 overtime win will be forgotten.
Yeah, but we'll remember Tippett went offside, and then you were
I
just
don't
at
know.
golf league that night, so you don't remember it.
That's exactly where I was. Ottawa 3-2. I feel like that one's super forgettable.
Yeah, I mean the Wallman OT winner was cool, but I couldn't tell you they were up 2-0.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you much more
There
that
you go.
happened in
There's a
that
few
game.
candidates. There's not enough wins.
One thing that's improved for the Oilers over this last stretch of hockey is that they're starting to get better with Connor and Leon off the ice. So if you remember a couple of weeks ago, I read the stat that they were -20 at 5-on-5 with both Connor and Leon off the ice. And what's interesting is that over this last stretch, in their last 5 games, the Oilers are actually up 4-2 at 5-on-5 with Connor and Leon off the ice. So we talked about that earlier in the year, just being a really big problem that you were not just losing, you were getting absolutely caved when Connor and Leon weren't on the ice. And I know the offensive explosion is going to make everybody's numbers look better just from the last 2 games, but still over the last 5 games to be up 4-2 with those 2 off the ice, pretty solid.
That's thanks to the Seattle game, though, right? Everyone was getting.
Well, last game Lazar and Thomas.
Oh, yeah, Lazar.
So that worked out pretty well. They've just been those guys, like we said yesterday. They're now getting
paying off.
They're getting ice time.
They're paying off.
They're paying off.
Thomas jersey on order.
Freddie actually
Condors,
played pretty
huh?
well last game.
Freddie's back.
He had a good game.
Freddie's,
Hopefully-
again, the effort things are what you want to see with Freddie.
Yeah. Yeah, I obviously want him to get points, but I want to see that first. We've got to take it in stages here.
Yeah. My voice is giving out.
Oh, no.
Can you tell?
Jack, you want me to be your Louie?
I did the Golden Bears teddy bear toss game on the weekend,
Oh, yeah.
and I gave it $110 on the goal call,
Good.
and I got the first part of my call out, and then my voice just went
Uh-oh.
and then I'd turn off, I'd take off my whole headset. I had a coughing fit, and I haven't gotten it back yet.
Have you been doing anything to help it?
I had tea last night,
Kind
What type of tea?
apple cinnamon.
I don't know if that's going to do it.
Liam, help me out here.
We got to do a little
What
bit
the
better
hell
than
is that? That sounds like Kool-Aid.
It's not. It's not one I have in my cupboard. I'll tell you that much.
What?
That's not a cuppa.
No, it's not. Just have some honey.
Yes,
I
and
put-
lemon.
I put
Yeah.
honey in
Like
the
a-
tea.
For honey and lemon, not apple cinnamon crap.
Oh,
You
jeez.
don't need that,
Tyler.
What is wrong with an apple cinnamon tea? Cinnamon's delicious.
No one said he wasn't. Individually, they're both fine. There's a three. Apples are good. Cinnamon's good. Tea is good.
Yeah.
Maybe not together.
Well, and it's, because I don't think, you needed tea for medicinal purposes, and you had the
Yeah.
tea that I would serve Crawford. So it's, you misplayed your tea game.
I also had a
we got like a little gift package from our real estate agent, and it was like a natural honey it was like a cinnamon and something else in there.
Okay.
So I had cinnamon honey in my cinnamon tea. It was awesome.
From when you bought the house?
No, she just gave us a Christmas gift.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice. Stays in touch.
Yeah, very
That's
nice.
nice. Okay.
It's my cousin. Buried that part.
You should have re-gifted the honey to Waz.
But like the point of the tea is just that it's hot water for my throat.
No, it's not at all.
It's hot water for my throat. That's what's going to get you through it. The heat opens things up for then the things that are in the water to help. So the citric acid and the vitamin C, which is the citric acid.
So what kind of tea should I have had?
You should have had like a
Hot
lemon.
water and lemon. A
Yeah,
hot
hot water
toddy.
and lemon. Yeah, with a little honey's fine. Yeah, just sweeten it up. That's
Hot
fine.
water, lemon, and honey.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's not tea.
Apple
Yes,
cider
it
vinegar.
is.
Apple cider vinegar.
Ew.
Hot water and honey.
I have a raspy voice, and I've been doing peppermint tea with honey my whole life.
There you go.
And your raspy voice has never
Yeah,
gone
it's-
away.
yeah.
I feel like
It's
the
much better.
mint has got like a menthol reaction
Yeah.
to it. It's like Vicks Vapor Rub for your esophagus.
Dry says, Tyler, just boil Gatorade like Aaron from the office.
There you go. That's exactly what he did. And then added like a bunch of sugar into it.
That's not tea, it's cider. That's actually a decent point.
Also up for debate.
but it wasn't
and,
as, like cider's sugary. This wasn't like sugary.
No. Hi,
the cinnamon honey was the sugary.
Yeah.
just go home and just try that. You can even put whiskey in it if you really want to.
Yeah, make it a hot toddy.
Yeah. That's a regular thing. I do that at restaurants sometimes.
When Amber and I go to a restaurant, sometimes she'll go, I want a hot water and a cold water. And they bring her both out.
One time I asked, for some reason, I don't even know why I did this.
Please, I need to bring this up with her.
I don't know. She loves hot water and lemon. So if
Yeah.
we like go somewhere and it's cold out, she'll be like, I need to warm up first and then cold
down.
water for hydration
For
purposes.
hydration. Well, hot water is actually probably more hydration.
Is that just a
Worthy
winter
for you.
thing, or is she doing that in the summer? Getting hot water.
In the winter, I'll
Just
drink
winter,
cups
yeah.
of
It's just a
hot
winter
water.
thing. This somebody.
Chad, what do you think about this discussion?
They're
Riveting, eh?
disgusted.
Yeah, no, people are definitely calling me out. Tyler, cinnamon is an irritant. Swap it for some citrus and some honey. Okay. I mean, it made me feel better in the moment. That
was
Tim's
mind
tea is the
games.
goat. There you go.
What's
oh,
that?
that was my sister who commented it. Damn it. So it's just my sister commenting positive things about this.
And your cousin dropping off tea.
And my cousin dropping off tea for me.
Family affair.
Yeah. Spicy Take said, I would never come in this chat and say this unless it was the last resort. I don't know what the first part of the comment was. You just said it's last resort. What's last resort? Anyways, let's get back to the hockey talk. That was nice, though, to kill a few minutes. I'm low energy today, if you can't tell.
Well, let's play my game.
Okay, let's play your game. Liam.
Liam's game?
I've created a new game.
You're Kite the Games Wizard.
I do like games.
Yeah.
I'm a big game guy. This one is called Over Under.
Oh.
So I have 4 questions. So, you guys have, it's pretty simple rules. You have to guess over or under.
Okay.
Question 1. Leon Draisaitl is coming up to his 1,000th point of the Edmonton Oilers, which is quite nice. How many players who have played for the Edmonton Oilers, over under on how many players have scored 1,000 points have played for the Edmonton Oilers?
Now,
the over
as an Oiler or like
all together.
just have been an Oiler and have scored 1,000
Yes.
points?
So I'll give you the line. 9.5.
Oh.
So they just had to have been an Oiler at some point.
Yep.
And then also be one of the 102 players in NHL history who've scored 100 points.
Bingo.
One of the 102?
Yeah, there's been 102 or 103 NHLers who've gotten to 1,000 points.
Over.
So the line is 9.5?
Yes.
Connor, Wayne, Mess, probably Coffee, Curry
Curry.
as well, probably Glenn Anderson.
Adam Oates.
Yeah, Adam
Peter
Oates.
Nedved.
Ooh, yeah, maybe Nedved. Who else? Oh, Corey Pear. Oh, no, I don't know if he would have ever gotten to
Vinny
1,000 points.
Damphus.
Vinny Damphus was a close one. I'm going to go under, Liam. I bet you it's like dead on 9.
I feel like the trap, so I went over.
It's 10. The correct answer is over.
Okay.
So Gretzky, Messier, Coffey, Oates, Curry, Bernie Nichols,
Glenn Anderson.
Glenn Anderson, McDavid, Doug Waite, and Damphouse.
Ah!
That was Vinny
Look at me.
Dampos.
Yeah.
Look at me knowing my Oilers sometimes.
I want to make sure. I want to make sure Liam's right on this one.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I just went through the 102 players and wrote down which ones played for the Oilers.
You got Glenn Anderson in there.
Yeah.
You got Ray Whitney never played for the Oilers. He was just the stick boy.
No, he was in preseason and we waived him.
Yeah, it was something dumb like, but he never would have been he never would have played a game. Never would have gotten any one of those 1,000 points. So yeah, no, you nailed it, Liam.
Thank you.
So it was 10, hey?
It was 10.
So
Corey
Leon
Perry, not one of them.
Yeah.
I don't know how many points Corey Perry. I'd never even considered him.
Corey Perry's at 949. So
949. So soon.
yeah, but he might never get there.
Might never get
He's
there.
old.
All right. Someone said Rico. No, 1,000 points, not 1,000 games, guys. 1,000 points.
So Stuart Skinner.
Mm.
He's had an up and down season, to say the least. Save percentage last season. Is it over at this point, on this date?
Oh, on this date last
This
season.
date.
Okay.
So to give you some context, this date last season he played 18 games.
Okay.
He's played 21 this year.
Okay.
Is his save percentage over or under his current number, which is 889,
So is he doing better
or worse
this year or last year?
Yeah,
I
on
think
this date.
I think he's doing better.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say his save percentage last year was under, so he's doing better this year.
Incorrect. It was over. He had an 892 on this date last season.
And what were we complaining about?
I know. Calvin Pickett did play 10 games and also had an 892.
Well, I'd take that right now from our pal Cal.
Both goalies. So Skinner, again, at this point last year, had a 292 goals against. So his goals against is a little bit better this year. Calvin Pickett. Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
What a fall from grace. A 2.56 goals against average for Calvin Pickett this date last year. He does not have that currently.
It's probably closer to 4.
Okay. How many players in tonight's game have played for the Edmonton Oilers and the Buffalo Sabres? The line is 2.5.
Well, I can think of 2 right off the shoot here.
But does Savoy even play for the Sabres?
I guess that you're going to have to factor that into your question, Jay. I'm trying not to look at the lineups here. The line's 2.5.
That line is 2.5.
I think I'm going. I think I want to go under.
Okay.
I'm going under.
Okay. Jay, over or under 2.5 players playing in tonight's game that have played for both teams.
I'm gonna go over.
I'm also going over because there's a guy on the 4th line, I believe, who played.
Correct.
Yes.
Curtis
Did he?
Lazar
Did
has
he?
played for both teams.
Ah.
It is Savoy, Lazar, and McLeod.
Someone said
Kessel.
Evander Kane.
That is a fact. He has played for both teams.
But yeah, Savoy did play 1 game.
Yeah, Savoy played 1 game.
So Savoy had a game, and Kesselring never actually suited
Never
up for the
played
Oilers.
for the Oilers, yeah.
All right.
Final question. For all the marbles.
Ooh.
Not true. I think this would just tie the game if you got it right.
Yeah.
How many career points does Connor McDavid have against the Buffalo Sabres? Over, under 18.5.
Over.
This seems like a fucking trap.
Yeah, but it's a trap of traps. He's trapping you into thinking it's a trap. Over.
Oh, so I'm getting double trapped.
Yeah, you're getting double trapped.
Maybe.
And for the record, I'm leading going into this.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm taking over. You can just take
Well,
over.
then I'll take over.
19. The correct answer is 19. So over.
See, trapped you into thinking they're a trap.
There you go. There you go. That's fun.
Actually, how many games has he played?
11.
I'm surprised that number's not higher.
Yeah, that'd be like 25.
That might be one of his lowest ones, to be honest.
That's why I thought it was
looked.
a trap.
So maybe today's a little positive regression. He's due for a 5-point game against the Sabres to really get those career numbers back to a normal level.
I mean, I feel like they're still in belt ass mode.
Yeah, I think they're full on. They've all got each other belts for Christmas.
You fully embraced the belt to ass lifestyle.
Well, ever since Beltmas became a public holiday, I'm fully subscribed.
Sorry, he's played 17 games against Buffalo. Misread that one.
And he only has 19 points.
Correct. And he's also -4.
What the hell? How do we never beat
We
the
are
Buffaloes?
weird against Buffalo.
0 power play points against Buffalo, too.
Ooh, that'll change tonight.
Yeah, I like that. What are the odds? We'll get to the odds in a little bit. On the topic of Connor McDavid, though, I dug into the numbers, gentlemen.
Okay.
Connor McDavid is starting to shoot the puck more.
Oh, is he ever?
That is a great sign. If you go individual game shots per 60, the last 2 games are his highest at 5-on-5. Against Seattle, he was 19.59 shots per 60. Against Winnipeg, he was 18.42. So they were both like high output shot games and also low minute games for Connor McDavid. They didn't play him all that much. 19.5 against Seattle, or 18.4 against Winnipeg. Third on that list is 14.8. So not only are these the 2 highest games for shots per 60 of Connor McDavid this season, it's like a wide gap from third on the list. But despite all that, this is still the lowest shots per 60, individual shots per 60, since Connor McDavid's rookie season that we've seen out of him. Damn. He is shooting the puck less than he has in any other year at 5-on-5. That is not his rookie season. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy considering what he said at the start of the season, too. How he's like, I want to score more goals.
I want to score more goals. I want to shoot the puck more.
Yeah.
And it's kind of interesting that these last 2 games, and you kind of hope this is going to lead to a more permanent trend, but like these last 2 games, how many of these goals have come from Connor McDavid throwing pucks on ice? He scored a hat trick by shooting 3 pucks basically along the ice.
The third one was so funny.
Oh,
just right on the boards. There you go.
Yeah.
The second one was awesome. Joe Decord again. What were you doing? Currently on pace for 40 goals now.
Yeah.
Which is really good. So that helps Aaron in his futures draft that we did.
Anyways, I just think it's, even when you factor the power play into it and go like power play, like all strengths shot per 60 at all strengths, it's still the second lowest of his career. He's still, even with the big outburst of the last 2 games when he's been at 19 and 18, he's still only at 7.95 on the season, which is lower than he was last year when we were mad at him for not shooting the puck all year.
He's taking it personal. Connor's going to get 50 goals this year. Thoughts?
Ooh, I mean, I would not put it past.
But there's another concerning trend in all of this.
Oh, no.
As a team, when Connor McDavid's on the ice this year, the Oilers are averaging 33.89 shots per 60 as a team when McDavid's out there. That is the lowest number of his career.
Okay.
By, again, a pretty decent margin from second last.
Okay, but what is it since with Nugent Hyman?
You want to know his shots per 60 with just Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman?
Actually, just Nuge. And then Hyman. Together.
Okay, I will get you that.
Together forever. Because the thing is, like, his line mates have been rotated a lot at the start of the season, right? But now it seems like it's okay. Like, they want to play together. They are playing so well together. They're proving. Weren't they the number 1 line in the league or something like that last season, the year before? Some right up there, whatever it was. So I just think maybe now that the line mates are there a bit more consistently, it can be something like wasn't he playing with Tomasek at the start of the season?
Yeah, there were moments. Frederick.
Yeah, like I know Draisaitl too, but maybe that's why he wasn't shooting as well.
So we'll use McDavid's baseline this year. Again, we're going all strengths here. Actually, do you want to take power play out of it, or do you want to include power play?
Include it.
Include power
Nuge
play.
is on that.
Because Nuge is on there.
Makes a
so
difference.
the baseline is 33.89. That is McDavid just this year, 33.8 shots per 60 when he's on the ice.
33.89.
When he's on the ice with Nuge and Hyman this season, it shoots up to 44.9.
There we go. That's good.
When he's with just Nuge, it shoots up to 46.
There we go.
When he's with just Hyman, it goes down to 24.
Wow, but no, we didn't need that last.
And when he's when he's not out there with either,
Doesn't matter. Your theory is correct.
Yes.
when he's not out there with either one of them, it craters a little bit as well, down to 29.
There we go.
If you were to use just 5-on-5 for this exercise, Liam, let me just adjust this one. So his baseline at 5-on-5, every minute that he's been on the ice this year at 5v5, the number is 29, and at 5-on-5 with Nugent Hyman, it shoots up to 35. So you're right, he's shooting the puck more now that he's back with Nugent Hyman.
Cool.
Which might be a product as well of like he's got better players with him, so he's getting put in spots more where like he can be the trigger man. Yeah.
Nuge is cerebral. He's a setup guy.
There's just a familiarity, isn't there? Corey Perry actually had I think this was recent, right? He had an interview and he said it was brought up like playing with skilled players. It's like it's so much harder because you have to think faster than they do and ahead of those guys. So it does come with like you have to play with these guys regularly to understand what they're going to do, and that's why those two work. And maybe the idea of Nuge being a third line center is ideal, but maybe maybe it's actually just better. He says,
just go get us a third line center.
That's what I mean. Like maybe they just go do that instead.
Nuge is set up for the most success as a winger, and especially as Connor McDavid's winger.
Or maybe they just trust Henrik to kind of get the job going.
Maybe
Which has not
there's
been bad.
You okay here?
Yeah, I'm just getting comfortable.
when everyone's healthy. When
Lean
everyone's
towel.
healthy, maybe there's a Roslovic-Henrique connection that we haven't
That's what I was
discovered yet.
wondering. Because Roslovic loves to carry the puck, loves to hold on to it, not afraid to do it himself. But the others don't have many guys like that. If you can have one on each line, your top 3 lines at least, then you're looking good. And I don't think Mangiapane's been as bad recently. But if he can start to trend upwards, that third line, Mangiapane, Henrique, and Roslovic, maybe that's not so bad.
Filled up my water while Ian was giving
Is that what you were
answer.
doing? Oh,
I don't think anyone at home would have heard.
thought you were peeing.
Well, I kind of have to take a wee now.
That was so loud.
No, there's no way the YouTube chat heard that. No
Tyler
way.
taking a leak?
Quick refill. I don't like to have the big water bottle and be like, it's
Not the biggest one you got?
This is a very substantial water bottle. It's a big one. Anyways,
I heard you on the sauce today when Lisa was like, is his name Regula or Regular? And you were like, I've heard it pronounced both ways.
Yeah.
And I knew you were going to say it before you even said it, once you started asking the question.
because we spend hundreds of hours together.
And it's all
Thousands.
documented.
It is.
You can see us for an hour
the
and a
world to
half,
see.
and that is it.
Well, they were doing, it was like small things that instantly put you in a bad mood.
I saw Ryder's list was superior to everyone's. It wasn't
So
even
much better.
close.
Reese was like, your car breaks down. I'm like, yeah, that's not like a small thing. Like, if your car breaks down, like, no shit, you're in a bad mood, Reese. Lisa had like your lanyard gets caught on a door.
Oh, you reply all on your email?
Yes. But I was like,
I've
just-
never done that.
I know. I was like, I just don't hit the wrong button.
It happens more than you think.
Maybe I just don't send enough emails. I've never done that.
Yeah.
before.
You're just always going to one intended
Maybe-
customer.
I must be, yeah.
But riders were like really good. He was like, when your autocorrect changes weir to wear and wheel to
His
or
last
well
one
to
was
wheel.
so funny.
He also said when he like wakes up in the morning and his dog's licking its ass.
That puts him in a bad mood.
Yeah, he said it
He's
puts him in
just
a
like,
bad
what
mood.
a bad way to wake up.
And the other one that he said that was actually like really good was like passwords.
Oh yeah,
Just
that was
passwords in general now. And I'm with them too, because it's like, you know, you used to just have to remember a password. Now it's like, all right, you need your pass key and you need to go download like the Google Authenticator app and then like type a code in on top of your password. I understand like hackers and all that shit. I get it. But dual factor authentication is a pain in the ass.
How
I'm
about-
not going to say it or what it's for. 'Cause all you hackers in the chat. But I have a legacy password for one of my things that is just 6 letters, all lowercase.
Hell yeah. The way it was meant to be.
I don't know. I'm not being asked to change it. Though if I had to change it, it would have to be like 14 characters and be in Sanskrit.
Yeah. How about the punishment? Have you heard what the punishment is if they lose this challenge? They have to sit on Santa's lap backwards at the mall.
But what's the challenge?
Oh, they do the. I think it's called
They- yeah.
3 stars of anything.
Yeah, 3 stars.
And they basically do a draft every day. And yeah, at the end of whatever December, I would guess, whoever's last has to go sit on Santa's lap backwards. I hope it's Reese so bad.
Reese might just quit.
He might be it. Might be it for
The
him.
people are
Reese
trying
is
to
so young, he might try to kiss Santa.
maybe.
Still, yeah, maybe.
Is that a thing young people do? They try to kiss Santa?
Well, you're a kid, like thank you.
I don't know. Usually kids just cry. Does Crawford handle Santa okay?
She's getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to. Last year was a meltdown. This year, it was good.
You'll like this story. So my nephew Cal, big hockey fan, big Oilers fan. He's like 2.5. All he wants to do is play hockey. Hunter came to his daycare the other day.
Oh, sick.
So you imagine what a big deal this would be for Cal. That he just cried.
Yeah. You can never meet your heroes.
And like, if you talk to him about it now, like after the event, fired up that Hunter was there. Like he will tell you, Hunter was there. Did you cry? Yep.
Well, I've told Crawford's story of first meeting Hunter, and then she freaked out and then went to the bathroom pacing like, I screwed up. That was Hunter. Blah blah blah. He was trying to take me. And anytime you try to talk to him, like, remember when you met Hunter? She's like, he tried to take me. She's really holding on to that excuse.
That might be like her first ever memory.
It could be.
Yeah.
Because she's still holding on to it.
Yeah. All right. We got a couple more things that we got to get to today. Oh, let's do our mystery player. That's always fun to do when Jay's here because I like to know if he can guess it.
Mo for lifetime. Let's go.
If you don't know the rules, you guess in the YouTube chat. You got to spell the player's name correctly. It's a player who played for both the Oilers and Sabres. I have 4 clues from you that we're going to give you in a very slow order because I think really smart.
Active or all time?
All
Could be
time.
either one.
Okay.
Our answer the other day was Scott Mellenby.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
good one.
against who?
Who I think may have played for both teams, oddly enough.
No, we did before the Winnipeg game. We did Oilers and Thrashers.
Okay.
And
Kelly Buckberger.
My last clue, because no one was getting Scott Mellenby. My last clue was watermelon, pumpkin, cantaloupe. Those are all types of melons.
Okay.
Anyways,
Bazinga.
so you put it in the YouTube chat. If you're one of the first 3 people to get it correctly, don't guess it right now. If you're one of the first 3 people to get it correctly, your name goes into a draw for $25 to the Sports Closet.
Here we
Clue
go.
number 1. I played over 300 games for the Sabres and under 100 regular season games for the Oilers.
Could be anyone.
Okay. I'm working on a name.
All right. I was the captain
Oh, lost it.
for both the Sabres and Islanders. Let's mull on this one for a little bit. I think there's a world where people get it.
I got after 2.
Yeah, you got it after 2. You still got nothing, hey?
No.
I was on the 02 Olympic team.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I got it.
You got it?
Jeez.
Did you get it because you read one of the names in the chat?
No.
I think we got them all. Al Grunda.
Because the minute I immediately went to Alish Kolik on one, and so I couldn't move my head off it, even though with the second clue. And then I should have known, like, that second one is such a no-brainer.
And the 4th one was, I didn't think you guys would need it, but I was on the 06 Cup Run team. That one should absolutely give it away. A whole bunch of you got it in the YouTube chat. I just want to make sure I got the right people. Oh, okay. Keep it 100. Keep it 100. It's Dalks, that Dalks one.
Oh.
Keep it 100. Lance is in. So, Lance, remember, if you win, you go on suspension because I think you've maybe he hasn't won yet, but I'm not going to let Lance win twice in a year. You know, I put them in the prep sheet, Aaron, if you need to copy and paste them. And keep it 100.
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying who Dalks was.
No.
Yeah, it was confusing. I don't know what he was saying.
Yeah, that was
The correct answer, by the way, is Michael Pekka.
Michael Pekka.
Yeah,
Well done,
you had that after clue 3.
Clue
02
3.
Olympic team. Yeah. So there you go. Michael Pekka is the answer. Only played the 1 season in Edmonton. So they acquired him in a trade with the Islanders, and then they never extended him, right? Is that how that went? Mm-hmm. And he just walked after the 06 Cup run?
I think he wanted to walk.
Yeah, like he didn't want to be here at all. Yeah, okay. All right, Aaron, you got the wheel? Here we go. 3 names in there. Spin that wheel.
Hey.
You never play alone. Dude. Oh, no, Lance. All right, Lance.
Well done, Lance. You did it. You rigged it.
Yeah, congrats, Lance.
There are 3 accounts. You finally won one.
Lance, email me, Tyler at Oilersnation.com. Say, I'm Lance Kane, and I won the mystery player contest today. Michael Pekka, the correct answer. You got yourself $25 to the Sports Closet. Let's keep cruising along and get to our Bet365 Game Day Betting Challenge. It's brought to you by Bet365. Download the app today. Use the promo code NATION, whatever the moment. It's never ordinary at Bet365. I'm coming off a win. Liam, are you coming off a win?
I am.
Interesting. Jay, are you coming off a win?
Well, the leg I told you was going to let me down, which was boost shots, let me down. Because I was plus 1,300. I hit everything on that. Everything.
I saw the bet. I went back and looked because I obviously wasn't on the show, and I'm like, God damn, Jay hit this huge bet, and now I'm last. And you didn't, and I thought it was very ironic that it was Bouchard was the one that let you
I
down.
called it even before it happened.
What did you do again last
I
game?
just did puck line.
Okay, and I did
You
puck
did.
line, Connor 3 shots, Connor 2 points.
Was it something? Yeah, it was something
Yeah.
like that.
And it was plus 500. So that catapults me all the way up into first place.
Well done.
Minus 4 units. Going to look to keep it rolling here tonight. I'm going puck line and the Oilers to win the first period. So puck line in the first, puck line in the game, plus 240. Got to win the first period by at least a goal. Can't be a tie. And then minus 1.5 on the game on the puck line, plus 240.
All right.
So there's some juice to that. Liam, what do you got?
McDavid and Draisaitl each get 2 points. The Oilers to win, plus 290.
And I did the exact same thing, but I upped it to puck line.
I know, and that's how I knew what your bet was.
Ah.
So
I,
if Jay
This
hits,
should
Liam
be
hits.
this should be Beltmas.
It should be this
should be
moment.
Beltmas. Yeah, it should be Beltmas.
I
But
thought
if
about
I win, Liam wins.
I thought
I
about
gain a
You
unit.
gain a
on him.
unit. Yeah.
I thought about just taking their team total tonight
I
and
know.
just
I thought doing that too, but I looked with money line and team total. It was only like plus 120.
And then I had a really
Doesn't feel
good
like
bet
enough.
on Saturday that was going to hit, but I had Hyman shots because he'd been shooting like crazy, and he didn't have. I don't think he had a
I
shot.
don't think he had a shot. Yeah.
no Zach Hyman coming off a goose egg in the shot department.
Damn it. That's why those numbers are so low.
You could do Oilers to win the first, Oilers puck line, Oilers over 4.5 goals, and it's plus 410. That has some legs to it as well, I think. So, again, Nathan's in the chat. I see you. He says the Oilers love to lose these games, but we should have them. But, like you pointed out, Liam, the Winnipeg game was one of these games. The Seattle game was one of these games. Maybe less so because you were coming off the loss to Mini, and it was like you really needed a get-right spot.
They got it. They just got to. We're potentially on a heater here, right?
Yeah, potentially. Tonight would be the
It
start of a
really
heater.
warms up.
Yeah,
it really
does.
warms up after the night. They just got to get. They have to win this game. They just got to win it.
Just win, baby.
I'd say they have to
get everything
smoke
back on the
them.
rail. Like win the game.
You have to smoke them.
Beltmas.
Smoke them. Got to smoke them. You
Belt
can't win this
to
one in
ass.
OT. You got to win this thing 5-1.
Who is the Santa figure in Beltmas?
Are we? We're
This
gonna,
is your thing. You
I
guys
know. We're
decide.
gonna build out like a whole universe here of the Beltmas
I
universe.
mean, yeah.
Like,
I mean, Connor would make sense.
oh, it has to be an Oiler.
Oh, geez, I didn't realize how to be an Oiler.
Yeah.
I was thinking like some like like-
Calvin Klein.
Can we get Banjo Guy to do like a belt themed costume? Then he can be our belt.
Who comes to mind when you hear the term belt?
Honestly, kind of Santa, and someone who I can't say on the show, but Santa. Oh,
Okay.
my.
Interesting.
Well, who could that be?
No, who do you what like I this is I don't there's no perfect answer. I don't even
No.
know if I have an answer. The answer I have is very weird.
Well, what's
actually.
your answer? Because I'm thinking of. You ever seen the show Futurama?
Yeah.
And they have robots in there, and I'm thinking of like Bender dressed as Santa with a belt in his hand, and he's like Beltmas, Santa Beltmas. But I feel like you don't. Yeah. What's yours?
I just I can't when I think of belt, I can't think of a person. I think of leather. So then I think of leather and a person, and then it takes me down a really weird.
It's just a cow.
It's a lot freakier than that.
Well, that's
Someone that wears a lot of leather.
Make-
Leather. Jeez.
Make me an image of Santa Beltmas.
No, well now you're leading it to think it's Santa
Okay, so just Beltmas.
of the celebrated figure attached to Beltmas. And you need to explain what Beltmas is. Beltmas is the season of when your sports team is laying its belt to the opposing team's ass.
But only when leading up to Christmas.
Well, maybe not.
It's always nice to give AI something new. Hasn't heard of this before.
Okay.
I feel like it's a very detailed prompt that needs to be provided.
Yeah. So I put make me an image of Beltmas. Beltmas is the season.
But
is
the
when
figure that we
you're-
celebrate
Yeah. Okay. But one step at a time is when your sports team is laying its belt onto the other team's bum.
Ass.
I didn't know if you'd let me
goes my
swear.
stepdad.
I mean, making me a cartoon.
This is gonna produce the dumbest image ever.
It'll just take a few minutes.
I know. Yeah, we'll kill time.
It really needs to think. I can't. Like, there's no way
It
I
literally
faster to process
says-
this request.
Creating image Beltmas celebration cartoon. So we're gonna see when this comes up as. Yeah.
This show is officially off the rails, buddy. The show was never on the rails. I knew coming in that we weren't going to be. I tried to. The problem is when the Oilers are good, it's very hard to just sit here for an hour and be like, boy, the third and fourth lines look awesome. Like, it's very difficult to do that.
But we're also in the middle of Beltmas, and we need to really round out the
Yeah, we need to paint
holiday.
this. Yeah, we gotta make it something.
belt to ass. I also think of like big wrestling belts.
Yeah.
I keep
and then I
thinking
think of Ric
Santa's
Flair.
belt. Maybe I
Okay,
can,
I'm, woo! It's Beltmas. You know, instead of ho ho ho.
it's just
Okay, kind of, yeah.
it's just Ric Flair.
It's just Ric Flair. Ric Flair's Beltmas Santa. Mm-hmm. Or Ric Flair. Or Belt Daddy.
Ric Flair's a good image.
We might have just found our image.
This didn't
Yeah.
work as well as I wanted it to, but it still
Really?
made me laugh.
Okay.
Let
You
me
want to
see.
Just put it on the show.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
Okay, that's the reveal. All
As
right.
long as it's appropriate, Liam.
Well, it's not because it's Beltmas.
Oh no.
It's not
bad. It's just
it's not going to shut the stream down, is it?
No.
Jackie goes, Beltmas and Toyotathon are the only holidays I celebrate. This is going to be great next year if the Oilers go on another Christmas time heater.
But I think Beltmas is just it's not connected to the calendar.
You think any point of the year can be Beltmas?
It's a state of mind.
It's a sustained amount of belt to ass.
So you think we could get Beltmas in June potentially?
I mean, that would be phenomenal. If
Can you
there
have
was-
it more than once a year?
I feel like it can. I feel like it's a sequence that once it appears, you call it Beltmas and then celebrate.
Interesting.
So like the Oilers are going into Beltmas mode.
Like
They're in the Beltmas
there
spirit.
are certain cultures in this world that view the Northern Lights as a pathway to strong fertility.
Interesting.
And in the presence of these Northern Lights, they will get naked.
Whoa.
And I've just been doing it for fun.
That's not something you put on the calendar. That's something you do when the occasion happens.
When it
Yeah.
comes up.
Like Beltmas. It's very fluid.
And you would like the fertility thing to be tied into Beltmas.
I mean, like, pretty good. Just wrong sport. Pretty good. And they even got the W, like that's a wrestling belt.
Yeah, it was funny how it went with a wrestling belt.
That's pretty good. That's
Well-
pretty good.
Welcome to Beltmas.
Now ask them to draw an image pertaining to hockey.
Okay.
yeah,
We think you've captured the spirit of Beltmas in this image. Now apply it to two hockey players.
all
It
right.
made me a single character as well for Beltmas, which was just the football player.
Yeah.
But I
So we
was-
need
Satisfied
him-
with his belt. and
Need
he
him to
just-
be a hockey player.
This is great.
Yeah, someone goes, I don't hate it.
Thanks.
I mean, it's
Can
quite.
you make him a hockey player?
Like, we should put that on a T-shirt.
I'm gonna.
Mary Beltmas.
I think Mary Beltmas. I think it would fly.
In the OG Nation Gear days, that totally would.
Well, we got to bring those back.
I
We are
agree.
bringing those back. It's coming back, folks.
Yeah. Everyone wants idiots merch.
Yeah, we've. Well, yeah.
We'll put it through. Send an email. I'll get
All
it
right.
done.
All right.
Nathan thinks it's ugly.
Okay, Nathan.
Well, we never said it was going to be pretty.
People are saying AI slop is the worst. Yeah, but we're having fun.
Yeah, but who cares?
Yeah.
I'm not drawing. Reese isn't here. We can't draw
Yeah,
anything.
our artist is downstairs. We couldn't bring him up in time. All right. Are you going to the game tonight, Jay?
Negative.
All right. Well, then I hope you have fun wherever you watch it.
I'm
Hour
not-
flew
I'm not
by. Hey,
going
guys.
Sure did.
Not even been an hour yet.
I cannot tell you 5 things we spoke about today.
Beltmas.
Yeah.
Beltmas is one.
Vinny Danfus.
Your teas.
Oh, yeah. Drinking tea. Okay. That was the big one. I was like, you get some.
I would call that simple syrup.
Yeah, not tea.
Yeah, sugar water. You're like a bird.
Okay.
Or a B or whatever.
Family Feud tomorrow.
Yep, we've.
I'm nervous. I'm excited.
Fast money. Only 2 of us get to go, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
boy.
you're the captain, so you can decide.
Well, whoever's hot. You pick the
Yeah.
hot hand.
Yeah.
Whoever's dealing.
I
But
think
no
you're
one's
the-
going to be offended with who I pick.
No, of course not.
Liam's put in so much work. We have to let Liam do it.
It's about winning.
I can't. They didn't have ding
The
bells at
reality
the
is
dollar store.
it's probably Liam you're going to pick. But if I'm on fire,
Pick
and
Jay.
Gotta do
then
it.
you pick
Yeah.
me.
What did you get for a bell then?
We don't have one yet.
So
I'll
my
talk-
idea's working.
Yeah,
There we
maybe.
go.
It's better.
I know.
I don't love it.
I don't love it.
Show
Yeah,
the
the
class.
football one was
Show the
great.
class.
Can you turn off the bottom thing?
It's just it looks like the football guy, but with skates now.
Yeah.
Like the helmet. It's
We'll
yeah.
work on it.
Should I ask him to put him in orange and blue?
Yeah, maybe.
Or is that a bad idea?
No, we might.
What would Ric Flair want?
Maybe I'll just ask him to make him also look like an oil.
Make
piece
him
of
look like
oil.
Ric Flair.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right, Jay. Thanks for popping on today.
All right, Mary Beltmas, everyone.
Yeah, Mary
Beltmas.
Beltmas. Let's keep going with the show. Let's get out to the Star Mechanical guest line. It's Edmonton's #1 plumbing and heating company. You can find out more by visiting them online at starmechanical.ca as we bring in one half of Morning Cuppa Hockey, Colby Cohen, to the show. Mary Beltmas, Colby.
I don't know what that is. I only caught the end of that, and I was just all I could do was stare at Jay's Uggs, and so I really didn't hear anything you guys were talking about.
Oh, let's go there. You in or out on Jay's Uggs?
I'm out on them, but I do have a very similar pair, so I'm just hypocritically out on them.
I see them and I get jealous, but I would never go buy my own pair. He looks very comfy.
I wear them when it's like really cold and I got to walk Oliver because I got the waterproof version, but I'm definitely not wearing them in like an actual public setting, which is why I said like I'm hypocritically out on them.
Yeah.
Like I'm admitting that I'm being a hypocrite.
What's really cold to you?
Yeah, exactly. It's not. I mean, we live in different parts of the world, so I would say really cold to me is probably like let's go hit golf balls to you guys.
But what's your line? If you can give us Fahrenheit. We're smart enough to do the math.
Yeah, I'll
What's
do
your
that.
line where you're like, whew, Uggs are coming out?
Yeah, like I'd say like once it gets under 20, it's like really brutal. I don't mind because jackets are so good now. I throw like a good Canada Goose or Macaw's jacket on and a pair of Uggs and it's 25, 30 degrees. Like I'm totally fine walking the neighborhood with Oliver. But once it starts getting lower and like the wind chill gets kicking out here on the East Coast, like it gets to your bones at that point. And that's usually where I'm like, yeah, we're just not going out.
I tried to I was telling people about this when I was in Boston for the Four Nations, but like in Boston, it was about like -10, -12 Celsius, which is about somewhere in the 15 to 20 degree range Fahrenheit. And the wind was so bad and the air is so cold. I was like, I will take -30 Celsius, which is like -5, -10 Fahrenheit. I will take -30 Celsius over what we're doing in Boston as long as it's in Edmonton, because it's just, if there's no wind
dry.
and the sun's shining and like it's fine. It's actually not that bad. So
It's almost like when you go skiing out in Colorado and it's freezing cold, it does not feel nearly as harsh as the cold that we get.
totally.
You know, I'm 5 hours south of Boston, but I obviously lived in Boston for a number of years, and it's bone chilling. To me, that's the difference. Like it actually like penetrates to your bone, and so it is a fair call out by you. It is a fair call out.
So Beltmas, when the Oilers started to play better, we were like, they're going belt to ass on the opponents. And you're familiar with that expression, of course.
I have heard it.
So then we started to it rolled into like, it's no longer a Merry Christmas. It's going to be a Merry Beltmas in Edmonton. And now it's just kind of become a whole thing because the Oilers have totally turned it around, Colby. We're in a playoff spot. We're, within spitting distance of the top spot in the division. It's all good. Scored 15 goals in the last 2 games.
You know what, Tyler? First off, my parents did hit me with a belt growing up.
Sick.
So if you want to, go child services on them, like I'll get you their information. I don't know the statute of limitation on that kind of stuff, but my mom was big on the belt buckle, Liam. She was big on the belt buckle. But, having said that, Liam looks like he's taken a belt buckle before as well. So that's why I was directing that your way, not Tyler's way. You know what? Connor McDavid, when you look at the statistics, where is he right now? He's back up at the top. The puck just seems to be following him around the ice again. The Edmonton Oilers, we talked about the Florida Panthers. Like, why aren't people freaking out about the Florida Panthers? It's the same reason people outside of Edmonton haven't been freaking out about the Edmonton Oilers, because they're just going to oil early in the season, and then the belt buckle comes out, and then they're going to be the Edmonton Oilers that, go push for the Stanley Cup yet again, Tyler.
Someone just commented about when you said your mom, they go, she was just partaking in the holiday.
I don't have the chat open right now, but that's fair game. Totally fair game. Listen,
right,
that is something we at the Nation Network do better than anyone else, is the chat. I like the chat is such an additive to all of our shows, because like you're in tears over there right now from the chat. So you are literally in tears. You gotta love the chat.
The chat is the best.
You gotta go.
You got nothing to ask?
No, you can go next.
I'll ask you a hockey question, Colby.
Let's do it.
Do you think Lindy Ruff uses his belt on the Buffalo Sabres when they're slumping? Because they might be the worst team in the East again right now, right?
How do they keep getting it wrong and hiring the wrong people? It's not just Lindy. It's Kevin Adams going from, director of youth hockey to general manager. And I know he played in the NHL, but just because you played doesn't mean that you know how to manage. Just because you played doesn't mean you know how to coach. You have to learn those things, just like you have to learn how to scout. For years and years and years, I would reach out to people when I was doing any type of evaluations, and I would pick their brain. Like, what are the keys here? How do you know? So you have to learn how to do these things. And, bringing Lindy Ruff back, it just seems like such a swing and a miss. You're trying to bring the youth along while appeasing the guys who have been there. And you just retread someone who's struggled in other markets in his last couple of stops, hasn't been really around a lot of success in the last while. I know early in his career, there were some very successful Buffalo teams. I still remember the Flyers playing against the Buffalo Sabres quite a bit, growing up when they were a good team. But, you look at them, Liam, and you just kind of wonder, like, there's not a lot of accountability in the way that they play. And you have a group of players that don't seem to feel like they need to play a certain way. You have guys that they loop, they don't play through guys, they puck watch. Basically all the things that you try to work on with your players at the junior level, the college level, the American League level. And then when they get to the NHL, it's okay, either you do this or you don't play here. And it is so dysfunctional with how unaccountable they play and the bad habits that you see even from the good players. And that's why you take a good player out of a situation like a Buffalo and then they go somewhere else and they're successful, because there's just no accountability for Lindy Ruff's team in the way that they play. And listen, Seth Appert is the assistant coach there. I almost went and played for Seth at Denver. He was the assistant coach at DU when I was being recruited, and I really liked him. And he did a great job at the national team. He did a good job in the American League for them. So I hate to see it, and I even hate to say it, but that team, they play like whatever. We're just here to play. Like, yeah, whatever happens, no big deal.
Do you think? And I know this was in this exact era with like Ruff and everything, but do you think this all fell apart again when Jack Eichel left?
Well, how often do we see a generational superstar player get traded? The last two have led to Stanley Cups, whether it was Eichel or whether it was Tkachuk. And we might not even fairly enough been talking about Tkachuk as a generational player, and maybe he's not a quote-unquote generational talent. He's obviously an all-star. He's an Olympian. He checks all the boxes. Sure, he's not a generational talent, but he might be a generational player in the way that he can galvanize a team, the way that he leads, the style that he plays. With the old school nature, you see a lot of his father in his game, and that goes for Brady as well. So you just don't see these players traded that often, which is why the Quinn Hughes thing is so interesting to see where it's led for these other teams. But I would say looking back at that now, that return seems quite underwhelming to me. Yeah. And I remember when Tkachuk was traded, we all sat there and we actually criticized Florida. And everyone said, oh, man, fleece, like Huberdeau, Weegar, prospect, pick. Like, it was like it was like, what did Florida just do, right? And so I think losing Jack Eichel was something that, you might not recover from, because as we've seen, and not to throw strays at the New York Rangers, like they went 1-2 in the draft 2 years in a row, and they didn't end up with a true top 6 player in either of those picks. And then you can go back where it's like, oh, well, we drafted Crosby and Malkin 1-2, and look what we got. You can look at they get Celebrini number 1 the 1 year, and then they turn around and get Misa, at what, number 3? So that's still TBD, or Taves and Kane, which was 1 and 3. And so I would say until you get the right general manager that has the balls to stick up to the Pagulas and kind of tell them this is how we need to do it, I think they're going to just continue to spin their wheels. And it's unfortunate, because I don't think any fan base deserves to go through this amount of bad for this long. Like, hockey fans in nature are good people. They love our sport. They're very loyal to our sport. And so it is a crying shame to see how far away Buffalo is from having even a pulse, to be honest.
Well, and that's what's kind of concerning, is like the next question I wrote was like, where do they go from here? Like, this year's probably not going to turn around, so whatever. But like this summer, if you don't have Tuck in the mix because you dealt him at the deadline, like, is there a solution this summer that you can just like go out, snap your fingers and bring in? Or is it like going to get to a point where Tage Thompson and Rasmus Dahlin, like maybe it's not this summer, maybe it's next summer where they go like, hey, no, I'm not spending my whole career here. Like, I'm gone too.
Yeah, I think that's more likely the outcome, Tyler. And the reason for that being is, GMs are handing out no move, no trade and lists like Tic Tacs these days. I mean, they're all so strained by the salary cap, and not everybody, but, the teams that are going for it, right? I mean, you guys in Edmonton have been dealing with cap gymnastics for multiple years in a row now. And I know everybody's going to gain a little bit of flexibility next year, and, whatever, the McDavid savings and this and that. And everybody's like, oh, we just gave it to this guy. And like that whole whatever, we'll roll our eyes at that. But the reality is players have more leverage today than they've ever had, because they've all got some sort of protection in their contracts. I mean, listen, third liners are getting it now, and $6 million guys are getting no move, no trade protection. So who in their right mind is waiving anything to go to Buffalo? And in order to get the right deal back for Tage Thompson or for Rasmus Dahlin, you need to get a superstar back, but every superstar is protected. And so the only choice you now have is to go for futures, go for guys in their first year, go for guys in their rookie contracts. Like, and teams don't want to give those players up either. There's a reason that you don't see these top picks change hands very often, and it's because the last team to win a Stanley Cup without a top 3 pick on their roster is the 2008 Red Wings. Okay, so it doesn't happen anymore, and so I think that's the outcome that is most likely, Tyler, is that they end up having to sell the big names, because you're not going to find a trade partner to bring in big names to try to help fix their problem. You're not going to be in on any superstars that are wanting and willing to move, because they're all going to have you on their list of, I'm not going there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to do? We talk about the Oilers?
We talked about the Oilers a little bit. I wanted to ask, if we're out east, like, no one, and you hinted at it, no one's talking about the Florida Panthers in like a freak out breath. And, part of it's because, of where they are in Florida. But like, if they miss the playoffs this year, I feel like there might be a little bit of like a look around, shrug, and be like, okay, we're due for a year like that. Like, I don't think anyone in that organization, and I feel like that's not fully leaking out in their play because like they still go hard, and Marchand's Marchand and Bennett's Bennett, all that stuff, and they're banged up. So many other factors, but I just feel like a little bit of it is like a double Stanley Cup hangover here, where they're finally like, oh shit, this might just be a year where it's not going our way.
Well, look, you probably could have at least tread, and stayed above water without Barkov if you had Kachuk, or vice versa. But you take so much out of your lineup, and then you throw Kulikov on top of that. Other guys have also faced some injury troubles this year and have kind of come in and come out, and you just aren't getting the goaltending that you're used to getting. And I think the reason nobody's freaking out is similar to, again, like, I don't think anybody in their right mind thought that the Edmonton Oilers would miss the playoffs this year. I really don't. I mean, maybe there's people within the Edmonton market that are just like panicking and freaking out and being a fan. And that's okay. Like, that's what makes hockey fans great, is the passion and the emotion. But I think outside of Edmonton, I don't think even as of a week ago, before they started playing better, anybody truly thought Connor McDavid wouldn't be in the playoffs this year. And so I think right now that's where we're at with Florida. I think everybody just thinks, hey, they'll be like Tampa and they'll flip a switch and they'll find a way and they'll get saves. And when the games get a little bit harder after the Olympics, they'll go on a run and they'll put themselves back in. I think the other big factor here, and I'm just pulling up standings on my computer, like, as much as they're completely out of it right now, they're 4 points out of the first wild card, not the second wild card. You know what I mean? Like, that conference is so jammed up. I mean, even Buffalo is only 8 points out, and they're in 10th place in the wild card, right? Which, obviously puts them at 16th place in the Eastern Conference. They're 8 points out of a playoff spot. I mean, you get on a roll and you reel off 5 wins in 6 games, and a team like the New York Rangers goes in an 0-3 stretch, all of a sudden you're back in the playoffs if you're the Florida Panthers. And I think that's the other thing that is attributing to why people are not freaking out about the Florida Panthers within how kind of weak the East looks, especially, let's call it, outside of the few good teams in the East. There's not a lot of teams that you're looking at going, this is a real Stanley Cup contender right now. You're just not.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to talk about the NHL anymore, if you guys don't mind. I'd prefer not to talk about it. I'd rather talk about junior hockey. You had the USHL commissioner on today on your show, Morning Cuppa Hockey. There's a meeting for the state of the USHL with the NHL Board of Governors, correct? What's kind of the deal with that?
Yeah, so he was in Colorado Springs, and he was doing a presentation to the Board of Governors. First time he's been invited to do so. And you know what? He didn't get into the specifics of it, but he obviously said it was an incredible honor to get to go into that room and do it. I talked to him after. He said he thought it went really well. You got to remember something. Like, the Chicago Blackhawks, they own the Chicago Steel now. The Wirtz Corp owns the Chicago Steel. They're building them a new building attached to their practice rink at Fifth Third Arena. By all renderings, it looks unbelievable. And so, look, here's the reality. The NHL's main footprint is in the United States. We have 6 Canadian teams, and they're important markets. I mean, and listen, like Toronto, Montreal out east, I mean, these are insanely important markets. Connor McDavid is in Edmonton. That is an insanely important market, right? The Vancouver Canucks are their own type of dumpster fire right now, but that's still an important market, right? But most of your teams are in the United States. And so I don't believe that the NHL and the Board of Governors want to see the USHL suffer. It just doesn't make sense. It's not good for hockey in America, which is where a lion's share of the revenue of that $6.8 billion in revenue that Gary Bettman said today they're on track to earn. A lot of that comes from the United States. Okay. And I'm not discounting the Canadian team, so please don't take it that way. Those teams are the only teams in our sport that are actually treated like the NFL in Canada. Our teams here in the US, they're not treated that way like you guys treat teams in Canada, which I think is important and an important distinction to make. So Glenn came on, he talked about it. I also put him on the spot and I said, is there a merger coming? To which he said no. There is no merger between the leagues on the rise. He said, would we love some sort of cooperation agreement, a framework of sort of working together maybe towards something like that? Yeah, I think that's something they'd be interested in. And then the other thing that he committed to right on our show live was that he would love to have his teams play some CHL teams, whether it's an exhibition series, whether it's a holiday tournament. And he said, I will sign off on it if they will. And he thinks it'd be a great thing for Central Scouting. We know how much the scouts love the NTDP versus CHL top prospects games, right? That's a great opportunity for all the NHL teams to see best on best between our two, the US and Canada, not just born players, but just players who play in the US and Canada, because it doesn't matter, obviously on the NTDP side, it's all American-born players, but there's also a number of dual citizens on those teams, and a lot of them actually happen to be from former NHL players that are from Canada, but they're from, they played their careers, their kids were born in the States. So, I think it's a good thing, and I will continue to say this. I think the first step needs to be some sort of cooperation agreement where they're separate leagues for sure, right? And they operate separately, but it's one set of rules. It's one set of transfer agreements. It's one set of trade agreements. Like, let's put everybody on the same level here and say, we can trade a player from the Edmonton Oil Kings to the Des Moines Buccaneers if the player signs up on it or something like that. And there's like a mechanism for that, because right now, all you have happening is agents behind the scenes are saying, you're not getting power play time in Fargo. You're going to play for the Oshawa Generals next week. And we're just creating easy outs. We're creating tampering situations where the USHL says, oh, you want to leave? This is how much we feel like charging you. Or the CHL says, oh, you want to leave and get a release back to USA Hockey? Well, we're going to, you heard my comments on Antoine Roussel after his comments. I mean, I clearly didn't hold back for him to say, we're going to block it. We're not going to allow it. It shouldn't be up to that guy in particular. There should be a set of transfer rules and agreements that is a one size fits all, not a how do we feel in the moment type of deal. And I think that type of cooperation, having a Christmas tournament, it wouldn't be a Christmas tournament because the World Juniors, as I said that, I heard maybe it's a Thanksgiving tournament. Who knows? Right? But doing something where we just get these guys on the same ice, and then everyone's going to go, oh, wait, the boards are the same. The ice is the same. The lines are the same. The age is the same. Maybe this is something we could all find a way to work together on.
Mm-hmm. I just wonder if the CHL would ever want to do that, because right now the CHL feels like it's obviously the top dog out of the two leagues. Sure. And the players are coming to Canada right now. So maybe if they were to do, I like the idea. I do agree that there needs to be some level of cooperation. Like, for example, the V's goalie is going to the World Juniors with the US AJ Routes, and we have a goalie signed, and he's playing in the Null right now. And there's agreement between us and the Null team that this kid is going to come up for a couple of games and affiliate. And he's a starting goalie for that team, but they recognize like where this kid needs to go, and we talk to them and everything's fine. It's just like you said, though, there is a lot of like backdoor deals.
Listen, my goalie for the Titans in the NAHL this year, my starting goaltender, he's a 16-year-old Russian goalie. I just committed to Boston University. He will be in the CHL next year. And if he was old, he's an import, so he can't go this year. But my other goalie, my second goalie, he's also a good goalie, he just got called up to the USHL to play for the Fargo Force for a month. Because they have a goalie who's going to World Juniors. Similar situation. I would, in a heartbeat, send any player on my Null team to any CHL team literally in a heartbeat. If they wanted to give them a game, a week of practice, oh, you're really young, let's see how you look, any of that type of stuff. I will drive them to the airport, and I will tell them, I hope I never see you again, because I hope you do so well when you're in that league. Right? Because the goal is to advance players and not hold them back because you want your first power play quarterback. Right? So The Null in particular, Liam, it's a goalie league. It's really a place where goaltenders have developed in junior hockey the best in the U.S. over the last number of years. So I'm not surprised to hear that a goaltender would be getting that opportunity out west with you guys, with a good opportunity.
Colby, as always, appreciate your time. We went to a lot of really good places there, from belts and all of that, and wrapping up with good junior hockey talk. That was solid.
When's your next Golden Bears game?
They're on their Christmas break, then their bye week, so I'm not calling another one till like Jan 16, which is good because my voice is shot.
And they're bad.
Okay. All
And
right.
they
I saw you
stink.
were doing one. I saw you were doing one the other day. I always try to tune in, but like they don't broadcast them in America. I got to get like a Canadian VPN.
Yeah, or the internet. Either one would work. But you heard my teddy bear toss call, huh?
It was well done. Listen, I'm
thanks,
probably
Colby.
your biggest fan. Other than your parents listening to those games, I'm probably the third person. So, but I'm always there listening or trying to listen at least.
Okay, thanks, Colby.
See
Bye.
you, Colby.
Love you guys.
There you go. Away goes Colby Cohen. You can watch him Monday through Thursday on Morning Cuppa Hockey because him and Johnny don't work Fridays. We're like the only show on the network that does.
Yeah, they don't do that.
I was
show
explaining to
Fridays.
Ryder and Lisa downstairs. I was like, Liam and I used to work on Saturdays. We used to do shows.
Yeah, I used to produce it.
Yeah.
God, that sucked. That really sucked.
Some of us still work on Saturdays, boys.
Aaron, I sent you a new
I got it here.
Beltmas photo. Let me know what you guys
Okay.
What do you think, Ty? It's on the screen.
Oh,
I like that he's covered in oil.
Yeah.
yeah, he's
good
very
touch.
wet. Can you make the oil white?
No.
Because it's like Christmas. It'd be like snow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I like the wrestling. I'm curious if he could make it like an oil rig guy. Maybe more. That'd be more Oilers.
We'll keep working
We'll
on
keep
this.
going at this.
All right. Quickly, what's trending to wrap up the show? Tommy Lafreniere, Oilers prospect, going to Western Michigan.
Yeah,
next year.
committed to Western Michigan. So this is the second player, I believe, of the Oilers who had a CHL, was playing in the CHL, but committed to an NCAA program. Dalen Wakely, I believe is how you say his name, being the first. He's currently leading UMass Lowell in points. Their team's not great, but he's basically a point-per-game player, which is good. One Rookie of the Week. Now Tommy Lafreniere is getting Western Michigan committed. So the other side of it, too, which is interesting, I wonder what this means for camp, because a lot of NCAA players don't come to camp. So I wonder what that means, how much we'll see of Lafreniere at main camp, if at all. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Just something. What is going on?
More Olympic nonsense is trending. So the IIHF has come out and been like, yes, confirmed, the rink is smaller. And the NHL has kind of been like, not a big deal.
Okay.
And then the IIHF and the IOC go, the rink is scheduled to be done on February 2nd,
Oh, yeah.
3 days before the women's tournament begins.
Yeah, that's good. Where
Not exactly giving them a lot of leeway.
Time.
Yeah.
And it's all on one sheet of ice.
Yeah. So if that ice isn't in good shape, which why would it be? The rink isn't open until 3 days before. How do you think it's going to handle like 3-4 games a day? Probably not well.
Probably not well. Dogs is in, too, asking if he can email logos in for Beltmas.
Sure.
Sure.
Tyler at Oilersnation.com.
Yeah.
Would love
yeah,
it.
this thing is going to be a disaster.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's a disaster until it starts. And then once it starts, it'll probably be fine. Every year, the Olympics, it's stupid. It's amazing that they're able to do this every 4 years.
Yeah.
2 years, I guess.
The Dodgers signed the number one closing pitcher on the market.
Who was that closer? Oh, they didn't have a closer, right? They
Yeah.
had to use the other guy. So this is actually a deal that makes sense for them.
Yeah, but it's just annoying that they spent more money. The Colts are signing 44-year-old Phillip Rivers to their practice squad. He hasn't played in 2020. This is the equivalent of the Oilers signing Mike Smith to play in net.
Yeah. It
Like
is.
pretty much a dead-on equivalent.
Pretty accurate equivalent, yeah. So it's obvious why they did it. We're all very aware of why they needed someone who knew the playbook. It can't be that much different. Also, all the other available guys, not that good.
Yep. He also apparently has copy and pasted the Colts playbook.
Okay.
And he's been using it in the high school team he coaches. So he's been like running the Colts playbook all year.
Okay. I mean, Phillip Rivers is going to be, he is one of the greatest to ever do it.
How many kids does he have?
12?
I
Nine.
think so. He's a grandfather already.
It was saying his oldest son is older than Tyler Warren.
Yeah, Phillip Rivers is older than the Colts' current offensive coordinator and head coach.
Hilarious. The other side of Phillip Rivers, too. So he is currently a semifinalist for the Hall of Fame. So if he plays,
Resets
does that
his clock.
reset his status of 5 years?
I believe so.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Isn't it? But good for him. I mean,
he has 10 kids. 10 kids. Yeah.
I think he just had another kid. So go do it. See what you can do. It's too bad. Daniel Jones, what a season. He should still win like a comeback player of the year or one.
He should. The thing that could be bad for Daniel Jones, and I know that other random guy they had got hurt, Riley Leonard.
Oh, yeah.
But if either one of Leonard or Rivers come play like at an acceptable level and they start winning, it's very easy to point to Daniel Jones and be like, ooh, you aren't actually that good. You're just in a good situation.
But Anthony Richards was brutal last year in the same situation.
Last year, different team.
Also, we need
Same
to point
situation.
out it is hilarious that he broke his face with one of the bands pregame. So Anthony Richardson is still on IR. He can't play quarterback for the Colts.
Oh, yeah, it was an
The guy they
thing.
took 4th overall years ago
Yeah.
had a band snap pregame on
mess.
his face.
What a
I
mess.
always love it when guys like that come up and other coaches are like, I could make that guy good. And it's just like, no, you couldn't. He's just bad. This happens all the time.
Yeah. All right.
They made Sam Darnold good.
Someone did, yes. That is fair. It did take 5 teams, but someone made him good.
Okay. Aaron, who you got on pre-post tonight?
Me and Zachariah, me and Zach Lang down at Dog Patch.
Sounds like
Gonna
fun.
be a lovely evening. Looking for more Beltmas. Bets have been hitting lately. The bankroll's been rolling, so looking to keep that going as well. And I think we share some similarities in our bets. It'll be a good one.
6 o'clock start for pre-gaming right here on the Oilers Nation YouTube, and then the sauce first thing tomorrow morning. Post-game after the game tonight too. That is a wrap on today's edition of the show, everybody. Enjoy hopefully another Beltmas beatdown of Buffalo. Little alliteration to wrap it up. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday and oil up. What's up, Nation citizens? If you enjoyed today's episode of Oilers Nation every day, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on our YouTube to not miss any of our content. We got you covered from interviews, insight, analysis, everything you need to stay up to date on everything around the team. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.